Hey everyone, so I'm just popping on with another video. So today I am doing a complete fresh set from start to finish. So I am just prepping the nails. I've soaked off her previous set and I'm going in with a cuticle pusher just to push back those cuticles on both hands. I'm now going to go in with my Cyan K38 e-file and I'm just going to use this little bit, I think it's like a needle sort of bit from Supplies. I'm just going to go around all of the cuticles with it. Try not to touch the nail plate too much, it's more about just making sure that the cuticles are pushed back properly and all that dead skin is lifted. I'm now using a cuticle burr ball bit. This is also from Supplies, and I'm just using it one way and then I'm going to flip it into reverse and do the other way just to make sure that it really pulls back the cuticle so that I can snip away any excess bits that I want to get rid of. So yeah, I'm just going down either side of the cuticles with that bit. I'm now using my Navy Pro Tools Ethel just to make sure that I'm scraping off all of the left off dry skin and dead skin that's attached to the nail plate still, and just make sure that it's all pushed back again. I just want to make sure that I've got plenty of surface area to work with and that all of that dead and dry skin is off of the nail plate, as it can cause lifting if it's left on the nail plate. And I'm using my Helen nippers from Navy Tools as well, just to nip off any excess cuticle. I don't go too hard with it, just if I can see any bits that are definitely dry and dead, I just like to nip them off and make sure that they're nice and tidied up. I'm now going in with my NSI Durafile 150 grit just to remove all surface shine and make sure that the nail plate is etched nicely so that it's ready for the acrylic to adhere to it. Now that I have done all my natural nail prep, I'm going to go in and stick on my tips. So I'm just using the Glitter Planet tips. I can't remember which ones these are, but I'll try and link them in the description. And I've already made sure that I've got all of them to the correct size and filed down those edges just a little bit to make sure that they fit perfectly. So I'm just going to stick all those on with my CJP gripper glue, and then I'll go on to shaping and filing. So this client wanted her nails to be quite long, so I've pretty much only cut off the number at the end of the nails. So I'm just going to cut them off and measure them up just to see if I need to chop down any more. I always cut off a little bit extra on the thumb, as I feel like they tend to look a lot longer, and I find that my clients need them to be a little bit shorter just to be able to do the usual day-to-day stuff. Now I'm just measuring them up against my other hand and just making sure that they are the correct length and seeing if they need any more trimming down. I always tend to cut my second hand just a little bit longer just to make sure that I don't have to cut them all down even shorter. Now I'm using my Glitterbels metal file board. This is 150 grit again, and I'm just going down those sides. We're trying to keep a more tapered square sort of shape, so I'm just filing them this way. And then I will also file over the tip just to remove all of the shine. I just prefer it to be quite matte and roughed up for when I do my acrylic application. The only time that I really don't do that is when I'm doing a like a glass sort of effect. As you can see, that one had just popped off a little bit, so I just added a little bit more glue, but that'll any excess will just file away when I file over the nail plate. So I also file over the tip just so that it blends into the nail plate and you've not got that ridge that you've then got to try and cover up. Now I've dusted all the nails off and just added my dehydrate and primer. I use a CXC Cosmetics acid-free primer underneath, and I'm just going in with CXC Cosmetics Crystal just for that clear base underneath, just so that when I come to do redesigns I can just file back to that and I'm ready to go again. And as well as that, because I'm using bright colours in this set, I just want to make sure that I'm not staining the nail plate. Now we're going in with design. So the thumb is like 3-way glitter ombre. So I'm using Hot Crush by Glitterbels first. Just putting it on that cuticle area and blending it down towards the tip. Next I'm applying Pink Crush from Glitterbels and just putting it on in the middle this time, blending it back towards the cuticle and then blending it towards the tip. And then lastly I'll go in with Lemon Crush from Glitterbels. Just place that on at the tip and then blend it back towards the cuticle, and then I'll just kind of play about with it a little bit, add bits of glittering in different places just so that I've got the effect that I'm looking for. So the snail is actually going to have nail art on it, so it's just kind of a bit of a background for it really. Next up I'm doing the pointer finger. So this one is going to be a marble, but we're going to do like an ombre with it. I'll just let you kind of watch and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I'm just using Glitterbels, Dragonfruit, Flamingo Feather, Tropical Sunrise and Queen Bee, and I'm just marbling all of those. So I'm just putting that on. I'm doing the tip first because obviously I'm not going to be using it at the cuticle. So I'm just doing all the tip area, and I'll just make sure that it's kind of a bit softly blended back at the top, so it's not got a massive ridge to climb over for the ombre. So I'm just gonna finish doing that marble. You can see just there, I'm just blending it back a little bit. I'm just gonna do the other finger first before I do the ombre over the top. I'm just letting those nails set first, and I'm just going to do a little ombre. This nail is going to have crystals on it, like quite a big crystal piece, so I'm just doing a little ombre as its background. This first colour is Dragonfruit from Glitterbels. I'm also going to use Flamingo Feather, that's what I'm picking up now. I think I use all 4 colours, but I'm just trying to do like a bit of a fade. It doesn't matter if it's perfect or not, because like I said, it's just going to be covered over because I'm using crystals. Next I'm going to use Tropical Sunrise again, and then I think I put some Queen Bee on at the tip. So I'll do that on both middle fingers, and then I think I'll go on to doing the ombre afterwards. So I'm just using CXC Cosmetics Cover Pink for that ombre. I'm just kind of placing a small bead on the blend line of where the marble is, and then I'm placing a bigger bead on where the cuticle is, just to make the cuticle like perfected, and I just blended that down. I think I only used one bead for this one actually, for the other pointer finger. But I just loved how these ones turned out. They were actually our favourite nail from the entire set, even though they were so simple. So the pink hair, again, is going to have a bit of a marble on it. But I'm using Cover Pink at the cuticle first, just to give it a bit of a wash. And then I'll be doing the marble almost down one side of the nail, and then doing a bit of a swoosh of glitter through it. So I'm just doing my marble for that pinky finger. It's going to be Queen Bee, Tropical Sunrise mixed together for the marble. You can see that I do add a little bit of pink in it, but I kind of wash it away because I just decided that I wanted more of an orangey yellow sort of nail, because I felt like the rest of the set had more pink in it, and I wanted to balance out the set so that it wasn't more of one colour than another. So I've just put that on and done the marble. I just use really small wet beads for that. And you can see that I just took it up one side because I'm going to add the glitter between the marble and the cover pink on the pinky. Next up is the ring finger. So I'm using Glitterbels Lemon Crush, and I'm just fading that on the tip of the nail. This is going to be a glitter fade, but I'm going to, instead of putting the cover pink at the cuticle underneath the glitter, I'm going to put it over the top, sort of like I've done on the marble ombre nail. So I'm just applying the glitter to both of my ring fingers. So for my little glitter swoosh, I've just picked up a small bead of Glitterbels Hot Crush, and I'm just kind of placing it on the line between the cover pink and the marble, just so that you can't see that anymore, and so that adds a nice little touch of glitter to the nail. I love doing these nails. I think they just look so pretty. They're just so easy to do. And I love this glitter as well. So I just I don't place it perfectly. I just make sure that it's in the way that I want it to go, but I disperse the glitter out a little bit. And then I'm just now putting on the cover pink for the ombre on the glitter finger on my ring finger. So I've finished all my acrylic design, and I'm going in and capping all of those nails with CXC Crystal. These are quite long nails, so I want to make sure that I'm building a proper apex. So I'm doing a few beads just to build the apex up. I did find that on a few of them I'd just kind of done it a little bit high, so I did have to refine those ones a little bit more. But I'd rather put on too much product than not enough. So I decided to leave out my finished filing just because I feel like you've all seen plenty of that. I did do a hand painted butterfly on the thumbs. If you want me to do a more in-depth tutorial on how to do the little butterflies and some designs like that, then I'll be sure to do that. Just let me know in the comments. And I also did some crystal placement on the middle finger, so if you want more tuition on the crystal placement, just let me know. Thank you for watching.